In this video we'll be looking at transitions and what we can actually use that for on our web page. So in the first scenario here, I want to do a transition over my logo over here, and actually while I hover it, just make it slightly bigger on hover in and out, so we have a little bit of interactivity on our page. If you open your Visual Studio from where we left off last time and go to somewhere around your logo, and we're going to put in a extra piece of CSS here. So we're going to be using something called hover. We already used that last time up here for our navigation. Once we actually hovered our mouse over our navigation, it changes color. So we're going to use something similar right now. In our logo hover, we're going to change the font size of our icon up here, and I'm going to change it to 1.5 EM, or you can also use pixels if you want to. That's really up to you. That equals about 22 pixels or 24 pixels, I guess. But we also need to tell the system to actually, if we just test now, refresh once I hover, it goes like big, small, big, small. That's not really super fun. We need to create a transition so it moves slowly from one part to the other. We need to go to our logo here, our block for logo, so the one we created up here, and inside this we have our GitHub logo. We need to add a transition to this part, so this is the controlling element for our icon. We're just going to write transition, hit enter, and then we're going to put in a amount of second it takes. So I'm going to start with, just to show you how it is, 3 seconds, so just 3s, and then ease. You can see there are 4 different here, but ease is default, and I'm just going to stick with that. So once I click save, go to my browser and refresh, I can now see that it slowly grows and it slowly grows back. So 3 seconds may be a bit too slow. So I'm going to change my transition to maybe 0.7 instead. So, and remember, to divide it you use a dot, not a comma. So this won't work, but you have to use a dot once you do this. So I'm going to use 0.7 seconds, go back to my browser and hit refresh, and now you can see it's a bit more, it's a bit better now, but you can change the duration to whatever fits your design really. That's just a quick instruction of how we can use transition with just making the size of an icon bigger or smaller. You can use that with text, pictures, and a lot of different things.